Hello everybody and welcome to another severe weather update. So our severe weather event is all but certain, and the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk for severe weather, mainly for late afternoon and especially overnight across portions of north central, northwestern Texas, central Oklahoma, and parts of northeastern Oklahoma, and a marginal risk surrounding that in the green. Taking a look at today and tonight's tornado threat, there's a 5% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location in the brown areas across far northern Texas and south central Oklahoma, and a 2% chance in the green areas. For the damaging winds, there's a 15% chance of damaging winds occurring within 25 miles of a given location in the yellow, and a 5% chance in the brown. And for the hail, there's a 15% chance of quarter-size hail or larger occurring within 25 miles of a given location in the yellow, and a 5% chance in the brown once again. Now taking a look at our severe weather setup, by about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening, we're going to be seeing a very sharp dry line setup from east of Amarillo through Lubbock, through Midland, all the way down to the east of the Big Bend area of Texas, and then we're going to have our triple point literally on the Texas-Oklahoma border, and then we're going to have a cold front from this point to the northeast. And these are going to serve as our focal points for thunderstorm initiation late this evening in the overnight. And then ahead of the dry line, we're going to have dew points in the 50s and 60s across much of Texas and Oklahoma. And as we progress through the overnight, the cold front and the dry line are going to move south and east across Texas and Oklahoma, pushing the thunderstorms with it south and east. And especially as we head into Thursday morning, the dew points are really going to increase across eastern Texas, southeast Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. We could be seeing dew points widespread in the low to mid 60s across these areas. Now, taking a look at our convective available potential energy, our thunderstorm fuel for this evening and overnight tonight. By about 10 p.m. this evening, we're going to be seeing some CAPE of about several hundred joules per kilogram across West Texas, Oklahoma, and North Central Texas. And as we head into the overnight, our CAPE is going to increase to over 1,000 joules per kilogram across portions of South Central Oklahoma, several hundred joules per kilogram across North Central Texas. Now, you may be wondering, what are all these hatched lines covering all this convective available potential energy? And that, my friends, is a potential limiting factor in tonight's severe weather event. This is going to be our cap, our warm layer aloft, and this could prevent the storms from becoming that widespread. However, we're going to have our dry line and our cold front to initiate our thunderstorms, so the cap might not do that good of a job in preventing thunderstorms from developing. And especially as we head into the later overnight, we're going to see our cap erode a bit across central eastern Oklahoma and north central Texas, and this could lead to an increase in thunderstorm coverage across these areas. And especially as we head into Thursday morning, we're going to see our cap erode completely across Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Now, taking a look at our most important parameter for tornado development, our service to 1 kilometer wind shear. You can see that by overnight Wednesday, we're going to be having wind shear values of widespread between 30 and 50 knots in the yellows and the reds. And this is going to be more than enough wind shear to get some supercells and tornadoes going across portions of Oklahoma and Texas. And especially as we head into the later overnights and Thursday morning, this wind shear is going to ramp up across the Arklatex. And this is going to lead into tomorrow's potential tornado outbreak, as we could be seeing widespread wind shear values of 50 to 70 knots between 0 and 1 kilometers above the surface, which is absolutely crazy amounts of wind shear. Now, taking a look at tomorrow's convective outlook, you can see we have a absolutely huge area under a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow, extending from northeast Texas and Louisiana all the way through Tennessee, Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, southeastern Missouri, and all of Arkansas. And taking a look at tomorrow's tornado threat, we have a large area under a 5% chance of tornadoes within 25 miles of a location across Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, southwest Kentucky, eastern Arkansas, even larger 2% risk area. And taking a look at our damaging wind threat, huge 15% risk area and 5% risk area. And our hail's not going to be that much of a threat tomorrow. Only a 5% chance of quarter-sized hail or larger in the brown area. But taking a look at the severe weather parameters for tomorrow, this is where things get really concerning. Starting off with our dew points, by about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, we could be seeing dew points in the low to mid 60s surging across eastern Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and much of Mississippi. But as we head into the afternoon, the storm system, the low pressure, is going to pull all these dew points even further north into portions of southeastern Missouri, southwestern Kentucky, western Tennessee, and we could be seeing dew points in the upper 60s across much of Mississippi by Thursday afternoon. So this storm is going to have a ton of moisture to work with as our cold front and dry line just smash into the moist air ahead of it, creating all kinds of thunderstorm initiation. Now, taking a look at our CAPE for tomorrow, starting off in the morning, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we're going to be seeing widespread CAPE of several hundred joules per kilogram across Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. And as we head into the afternoon, our CAPE is going to ramp up to near 1,000 in this CAPE corridor from Louisiana through southeast Missouri. And now this is where things are going to get ugly Thursday afternoon, where our CAPE is going to overlap our shear and our dew points. So all of our ingredients are going to converge tomorrow afternoon across areas of Louisiana, Mississippi, western central Tennessee, west central Kentucky, and eastern Arkansas. And taking a look at our wind shear for tomorrow, our surface to 1 kilometer wind shear, as you can see, in the morning, widespread areas of 50 to 70 knots with our low-level jet. And as we head into the afternoon, oh my goodness, areas of northwestern Mississippi, eastern Arkansas, Tennessee, southwestern Kentucky are going to be seeing wind shear values of 70 to 80 knots, which is going to be just insane when it comes to tornadoes. So I'm really concerned for areas of Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, southeast Missouri, and southwest Kentucky tomorrow. I really do think a substantial tornado outbreak is likely in these areas, especially where where you have your dew points, very high dew points. Go to the surface dew points, where you have your dew points overlapping your CAPE, and then overlapping your wind shear. All the ingredients are going to be converging across this area tomorrow, providing a perfect setup for a potential tornado outbreak in these areas. And I do believe that by come time tomorrow, the Storm Prediction Center is going to upgrade areas of northern Mississippi, western Tennessee, northwest Alabama to a 10% chance of tornadoes occurring within 25 miles of a given location. And I do believe that the Storm Prediction Center is also going to put enhanced risk of severe weather for areas of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Northwest Alabama tomorrow. So this is looking like a pretty serious situation for you guys across Dixie Alley tomorrow. So make sure to pay attention to your local weather stations and the National Weather Service for updates for this potentially life-threatening event. Thanks for watching the video. If you like, leave a like and stay safe, my friends.